In this video, we're going to review your account settings. So if you click on the bottom icon here that says Account Settings, you will see various tabs associated. The first tab is Account Info and Settings. Please verify that this information is correct. You can change it if you need to make any kind of edits. The next set of information here is your plan information. You will see what plan you're on, the total monthly prospects, initial messages per day, the cost associated with that monthly base plan. Next, you will see your 10DLC status. If it says anything other than verified, please reach out to support@leadsherpa.com to get this taken care of before you can start sending messages. The last field here is markets. Markets are basically area codes that you would like to send messages from. So if you work in various areas of the United States, you can create additional markets based on the location of the properties that you are trying to buy. Please note, additional markets do incur an additional charge as well. The next tab is billing information. This is where you will see your plan, your next billing date, the next billing amount, the monthly upload limit, and the total uploads remaining. You can also update your payment method here and see the billing history with Lead Sherpa. The next tab is users. You are able to add as many users as you would like into the Lead Sherpa software without any additional charge. You would just click on Invite New User, enter their email address, and select a role for them. There are 4 different roles associated with each user. They could be a master admin, who is basically the decision maker on the account, the one who has all of the information on the credit card. They can upgrade or downgrade their Lead Sherpa account. They have full access to everything, including all the billing information. The next role is an admin. An admin has the same functionalities as a master admin without any of the billing information. So they cannot change the credit card on file, they cannot upgrade or downgrade the account. Nothing that has to do with billing can be associated with an admin. Staff has the rights to do whatever they need to do in a campaign if that campaign is assigned to them. So, for example, if you had 2 separate VAs that were working 2 separate campaigns, you can make them staff and assign those campaigns to each one individually. And that is the information that that person will see. They will not see anything they are not assigned to. Junior staff is the same as a staff functionality where they have to be assigned to a campaign, but junior staff is a view only. So if you have a trainee or somebody who doesn't need to take any action in Lead Sherpa but may need to view things, you can make them a junior staff and give them view only access. The next tab is the company tab. There are a few settings that you may want to think about toggling on or off as you see fit for your company. The first one is the auto dead category. This is where if a prospect responds back to you with keywords such as no or not interested or even vulgarities, they will be marked as dead on your behalf, so you would not have to manually mark them as dead. There is a caveat to that. Sometimes a prospect may say not interested at this time. So they may not be a dead lead, but a cold lead instead. So if you do have this enabled, you're going to want to make sure to check that auto dead folder periodically to make sure those leads are truly dead leads. The next is auto filter. So to stay the most compliant platform out there, we do have to have opt-out messaging for text messages that go out. So our messages say reply stop to opt out. If that prospect replies just the word stop, this auto filter toggled on will mark them as dead on your behalf. If this is not toggled on, any stop messages will have to be marked as dead manually by you or someone in your company. There is an auto verify feature that you may be able to enable if you choose. If an owner has been verified in any Lead Sherpa account, then having this toggled on will verify that owner in your account as well. If you want to maintain your data integrity to make sure that you are verifying the owners, I would leave this off so that you can actually verify the owner and mark them as verified in your account for yourself. Record calls. If you have this toggled on and you call through Lead Sherpa, the calls will be recorded on your behalf and we will save those up to 60 days. You will have access to those recordings. The next item here is default alternate message. So if you have a message that, or if you have a data point that is missing from your spreadsheet, such as the first name or the property address, you can use this default alternate message to send a really generic message out that doesn't require all of those dynamic fields. The only requirement is a company name. The next category here is the DNC list. If you already have a list of DNC'd prospects, you can upload this list and the system will automatically mark them as DNC in your Lead Sherpa account. If you would like to export your DNC list that you've created through Lead Sherpa, you could do so here. And you can also reset your DNC list if you want to erase everything that has been marked as a DNC and start over again. The next category is lead stages. This is the stage in which a prospect is in the system. So if you sent a message to a prospect, they will automatically be put under initial message sent. If they have responded back, their lead stage would automatically change to response received. So some of these are automatic within the system. The other ones, like make offer, follow up, these are all ones that you can decide that prospect is in. If there are lead stages in here that do not quite match what you need, you can absolutely come up here and add a new lead stage and enter it in here and decide if you want to activate it or not. And then you can use that lead stage for those prospects as well. The next tab is Manage App Integrations. Right now, the only CRM that we have a native integration with is Podio. So if you have a Podio account, you can integrate that directly with Lead Sherpa. If you don't use Podio and use something else, you can also add a Zapier webhook here, and that can push the information from Lead Sherpa to Zapier, which can then push it to your CRM. If you need help getting this set up, please reach out to support@leadsherpa.com. The next field is prospect relay settings. So Lead Sherpa does allow you to forward a prospect to a specific user if you choose to. In the account settings tab, this is only going to show you if there are any connections and how many are available. If you wanted to use the prospect relay settings, you would do that under your template manager. I'm sorry, not template manager, prospect page, which I will show you in a different video. The next tab is the tag management. This is like a lead stage, but it is for properties. So if a property is an absentee property or bankruptcy, judgment, lien, these are all tags that you can put on the property either upon import or will be tagged for you if you skip trace through us. You can also decide if they are distress indicators or not. So there are things like if you wanted to put vacant land as a property tag, it's not on here, but you can actually add a new one that says vacant land. You can decide if this is a distress indicator or not. These distress indicators will help you decide if this prospect is under the most distress and most likely to sell.